Hey guys, it's Kaylee, and in today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys a clip from our previous webinar about security. In this event, Bobby and his special guest, Matt Lee, are going to be discussing the importance of password management and what it takes to really keep your passwords secure. So let's tune in.
In your experience of all those breaches you've had, if you had to put a percentage, what percentage would you think that either bad password policies or the straight password was involved in the compromise? What
I mean, it's
percentage?
always
If you had to
that's not
say
fair.
out of 100%, what would you say?
Yeah, I
I
would
know
say,
in my head.
all statistics are made up on the spot, I suppose.
Yeah.
But
Well, so we're admitting we're doing that, but just
95,
really. So
97.
yeah, I was going to say 85.
The big bad scary stuff you see in the news is not the reason. Even if you look at our most recent cyber attacks, like the JVS, or if they shared VPN password, if you look at Colonial Pipeline, same kind of concept. I mean, like, it's always password, and then it's almost always the fact that they didn't just simply put in a layer of multi-factor. So
right.
yeah,
So,
it's always somewhat correlated.
okay, with that, let's get into it, my friend.
All right.
So why are password management so important? So we listed in here, don't get compromised because number one, you're waiting for a breach to occur. It's almost like the FAA mentality of handling things. So many times people only make adjustments in their organization when a breach has occurred.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the challenge is this, and I've told this tale before on a video, perhaps not one that you could easily access, but let's imagine Bobby, myself, and I don't want to mess up name, Kaylee, right?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Bobby, Kaylee, and I are standing at the top of a cliff. Yeah. And it's a very tall cliff dropping into a rocky demise. And I reach over calmly and push Bobby to his death.
Thanks.
Is there any chance that Kaylee doesn't back up or take a defensive posture or push me off the edge to my own death? Right? Is there any chance? There's zero chance. Zero, zero, zero chance. Zero. Human nature. Zero. We like to live. So the point is that if Kaylee then turned around down the hill and someone was walking up with a picnic basket and she says, "Hey, whoa, don't don't go up there. There's a dude pushing people off the hill." Is there any chance that person doesn't believe that person? No.
Zero.
None. The point is that once you've seen a breach, once you've been part of it, once you've felt the emotions, once you felt your client's hatred in some ways, once you feel this kind of unfortunate public shaming that exists, there's this stigma that comes with it that's already part of the problem. Once you have that, no chance that you are not able to make change in your organization. It just sucks that you may have lost your organization.
Right.
And I don't do that for the fear, uncertainty, and doubt. It's not that. It's actual data.
Yeah.
So I think usually it's people have not seen someone go off the cliff or heard the person that came down. I'm the person that came down.
Right.
If that makes sense.
Yeah. And it's what we find a lot of times is because of that, the transitions that need to happen well before that breach are now happening. But it's just
Exactly.
Please listen to us. Listen to what we're going to be talking to you about, and let's do it before a breach occurs.
So, and the other things, that you have on here, keeping things simple is their goal, right? These are the people who say, "Hey, listen, I just want one password. I always forget. I don't have to deal with it." And the challenge is, if you really talk about that, if you just use a simple password manager, I won't plug one, but there's like 50. But if you just use a simple password manager and then use a good password that's new that you can remember to access it, and a device you have like your cell phone, then you create the situation where you still have the same simplicity.
Yes.
But you now can generate thousands of new passwords that you'll never ever need to see again because they'll always be part of that password manager. Oh, what's the risk to my what if my password manager locks up? Or, oh, what if I lose? Really? I'll tell you, the bell curve says you're going to die the other death rather than that.
Right. That's
just
a common misnomer. And as well as we're here to assist you if that happens. Your vendor should be providing. We provide that for our full service clients at no charge, password management. We don't.
That's epic.
Charge for that.
Use
and then we teach them and show them and work with them. And it's amazing how many clients don't take advantage of that, even though we beg and plead. So I think just to kind of run through this slide very quickly. Password policy and complexity is something that people a lot of times just don't have. They don't take it serious. They don't mandate that the passwords, even though they may look complex, like number 3, that's password 123. Technically, that's a complex password, but it is a common password. So you don't want to use common password.
I'll just really quickly, because I know I'm really bad and I don't want to get the hook. But we use whenever I'm doing any type of enumeration on something where I'm just using name them. There's tons of them. Hydra is a great example, but let's say I'm using Hydra to try to attack and use over and over a password. I have a list called rocku.txt that was gathered from this massive data breach of plain text passwords that goes through most of the common these passwords, right?
Mhm.
And so I'm going to spray through them in like 2 minutes, 4 minutes. So it's yeah, don't use these. They're bad. Sorry.
And we're going to
Next.
be talking about two-factor as well.